Another morning, another day to plot forward. One foot in front of the other, as it's always been. There's not much racing through Mike Garcia's mind today. More goal-oriented than he has been in the past few days. He's had his fun riding his car and is sticking it to the man in his own selfish ways. But now, preparation must continue. Before long, electricity will die, water will stop running, and it will truly be up to him and his own two hands to keep himself alive. So, he thinks about electricity first. How can he keep the electricity running while the entire city loses it? Simple answer: generators. And now that he has a car, he can get a generator easily moved from one end of town to the next. And if memory serves, 2 generators sit by his old safe house. Up and at him, Mike Garcia. No time to rest. Plenty of work to be done yet. Our journey for fuel has only just begun, I think. We've obviously got quite a lot of things I'd like to take care of, and I have an idea for a future plan that I think people will love, hate, or both. But in the meantime, all I particularly care about is ensuring that our vehicle is as fueled as it can be. And one of the places that I haven't really checked for fuel yet, because it's just not something that's been on my mind until recently, is where I used to live. The safe house that I considered my main safe house until Mike Garcia decided to make the firehouse more his own for sentimental reasons. Something that usually doesn't take Mike Garcia very often, but for this one instance, those sentimental reasons are more than enough. So I think we're gonna end up heading back that way. We're gonna see if there's anything fuel-wise out there for us, whether in cars or in garages, and make our way back here. The other thing that Mike Garcia has been toying with, and that's something that I think is kind of a cool idea, is if we go into our skills here, one of our big things is firearms, right? Firearms is it's a double-bladed sword. It's kind of a double-bladed knife, or it's a double-edged sword. There's the word. Listen, the saying is out there, and I just haven't said it in forever, and I couldn't remember it. Point being, it's a double-edged sword. Why is it a double-edged sword? Well, firearms are immediately powerful, right? We know that they are incredibly powerful. They have the potential to one-shot zombies. They can do a lot of crowd control. They're very, very good. They're just instant killers. It's a gun. A gun is going to do that for you. On the other hand, though, they're also immeasurably loud. Every zombie in a 3 or 4 block radius is going to hear that gunshot ring out, and within days, we will have ourselves plenty of walkers surrounding the area where we ended up firing off that gun. And that could get you killed. On the other hand, you can't get good at shooting a gun unless you start practicing and actually taking firearms practice. And that in and of itself means you're going to have to not only draw noise and attention to yourself, but you have to draw noise and attention to yourself while also probably missing the enemy you're shooting at 90% of the time early on in that skill. So you kind of find yourself in this weird catch-22 situation. How do you improve your gunfire while also staying safe, even though the inherent pulling of the trigger is not safe? Well, that's a good question. I didn't know what to do about that until recently. I'm starting to think that maybe our best bet is to practice at the prison. What if we went out and, took the car out? Can she just go down, please? There we go. What if we took the car out to the prison, maybe once a week, or maybe even once a day if it ends up working out that way, but likely at least a couple of days between to let the zombies calm down. And we just went out target practicing. We chose our gun of choice. We took a box of slugs or shells or bullets or whatever you want to call it, and we purposefully spend the time there to siphon gasoline, baby. That's what I want to see. Let's go ahead and grab this. To improve our skill. So we end up just constantly. There was not much gas in there, but we got some. but we're constantly improving our gun skill that way. It's dangerous because we're gonna rile up the prison. There's no doubt, and we're gonna rile up some of the zombies in the nearby town. There's absolutely no doubt about that either. But it could still be very, very useful for us because there might be a situation in the future where we are absolutely surrounded and we have no choice but to use a gun. And if we are not skilled, our efficiency and our effectiveness with that gun is going to be bad. And that could get us killed too. It's a tough call. Anyway, here we are back home. I haven't been here in a while. A few days at the very least. We should probably eat something, but we still have some soda. And we can actually see a lot of walkers nearby. Way more than I was expecting. So we're going to spend some time here. We're going to clean them out. I'd like to clean them out anyway. He did not fall over, but he's super, super slow. There we go. Okay, good. Can we not push you on the ground? Get on the ground! Stop resisting. There we go. All right, they're starting to split up. Hopefully we can do this. There we go. One down, or two down rather. Two more here. Just gonna hold out for a minute. We're just gonna start stomping on this one. Push off. There we go. Perfect. Come on. Down you go. Just want to make sure that we can at least have some eyes over here because we know there's at least one left. There he is. Vitamins, you know, we could use them. But for now, let's just take him out. And then we'll do a quick look around our place and make sure we're safe. I doubt any zombies are in our house. We don't see any broken windows or anything, but the garage worries me. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're in the clear. There was no broken windows on the front and the side, so we can pop up the top now. Go ahead and close. Ooh, close the window. Game's hitching a little bit there. And we'll make our way downstairs. I forgot how much food we left in here. A whole lot of food and water. We really need to make sure we're coming back every so often. Let's have the pie. And I think we're gonna fill our soda bottle real quick with water. Perfect. Equip this in our primary. And we're in good condition. It's good to be back. I'm hoping that a lot of those zombies were actually from the church. Because if they were from the church, we should check in here too. Then the church might be a lot cleaner for us now. And we might be able to actually fully explore it. Let's take this because it gives us some recipes. I'm trying to see if there's any gasoline we may have left back. There's a lot of stuff here though, like the welder's mask. Empty gas can. I mean, that's fine. We should take it just because it's gonna allow us to store more fuel, but there's no other fuel here. We can add gasoline, but we can't siphon it. We'll probably spend the night here and take the next day to explore the majority of the area and see if much has changed. Hopefully some of the zombies have wandered off. And 2 more empty gas cans. I mean, again, super valuable. We might want to take the generator because we're coming up on... At some point in the near future, we're going to end up losing electricity. Ooh, that's a full gas can. That's great. And when we're out of electricity, our refrigerator's not going to work and all that nonsense. So a generator is going to be a major priority. It's possible we want to take that generator and take it home with us back to the firehouse. And hold on to it. Even leaving it up here is not a bad idea because it is directly adjacent to one of our other safe houses. But we're not up here often, and if we're going to start making city trips, I can't imagine we'll be staying out here very often at all. There might even be a point where we take the car up here and we simply just transfer everything into the trunk and take it back. Night is encroaching very quickly. I thought I heard somebody outside, so I'm going to go back out and make sure we're clear. I don't know if I want to do much exploring beyond these maybe surrounding houses while the sun begins to fall. Man, look at all those bodies. we did quite the number over here. I forget how much work we put in to make this place safe for us to live. Those opening days are really, really difficult. When you just want a place that you can sleep in the night and not concern yourself about whether you're going to end up dying or not in the process. How many we had to clear out to make that work. It's been a while. We've come quite a distance only over these very few episodes. Alright. Let's see if we can just... There we go. Yeah, we've done quite a bit of work. We've come quite far. Was this my safe house at some point and I just forgot? I feel like it must be. Was this my first safe house? There's no water in here. Or is this just all shaded up because that's just how it is? 2 more over here. Damn, man. I really hope this is the church group that's just kind of separated itself. Because that would just make things so much easier for us. But if they're just random walkers that have made their way up here, we already have a West Point map. If these are just random walkers that have just kind of made their way up here, then that certainly doesn't make it any easier for us. Well, the church is here. We can at least take a peek. We might be incredibly lucky. The church might have cleared up. That might have been the majority of the churchgoers. There we go. Let's take her out. Maybe I will explore the church, even though it's 8 o'clock. It's still light out enough. My character's not all that tired. Can't siphon anything. No, all right. We still got quite a big group. But this was the group that was at least hanging out over here. And maybe the rectory over here, unless this is the offices are a little free. Oh, my character's starting to get tired too. Just want to clean up some glass. I find this way more valuable than I think other people do, and I'm sure for good reason. There's a dead walker in here. Blood on the wall. Probably another victim of someone taking their own life. Hello? Okay. Oh, alcohol induced. Yeah. Sad story, man. Another backpack doesn't really help anymore. Planks are nice. So I think that's the rectory. These are probably the offices. And then that's like, or this is actually just part of the church with the offices and stuff. Interesting. Well, might not be a bad thing to take an opportunity here. It's just one. But it'll be one less than we'd have to deal with if we left her. Alright, let's move. We also have no idea how many are inside as well. Like, what we have out here is just a simple gathering of what's not in there. There's almost undoubtedly a whole group of zombies in that building as well. So let's make our way back to our safe house here and turn in for the night. We'll take a look again in the morning, and maybe we'll get some more gasoline for our vehicle as we continue to explore and loot this area for everything it's worth. Oh, all right. Waking up in a proper bedroom of a proper house. Almost forget what that's like. It's been a few days. How quickly the body and the mind adapts to new situations and accepts it as their new norm. Has it ever happened to you? It certainly happened to me many times. Just being able to feel uncomfortable in a place for a few days, and then within, you know, a week or so, it feels like you've lived there your whole life. All right, what do we want? Let's just eat this can of sardines. Just one can of sardines for breakfast. We have nothing to cook here. Everything that we want to cook is back at home. So let's just go ahead and eat this can of sardines for breakfast. Hey, fish is one of the best breakfast foods you could ever hope for. And we're a little bit bored because we actually had to wait some hours because we woke up way, way, way early. And we're a little over encumbered as well. But I'm pretty confident that whatever zombies may or may not see us, we can either take or we can outpace. And if we need to, we can always drop like our backpack on the ground and come back for it later. The zombies are not going to eat the backpack or loot the backpack. We're safe to leave that behind if we need to. We're gonna hit these garages that we haven't touched yet, and then we're gonna make a decision about whether we want to take this generator now or we want to bring the car back for the generator. That might be our best option, is bringing the car back. There we go. And taking the generator and throwing it in the trunk. Especially with how heavy it is and how far of a walk we have. There's another generator here, which is super lucky, I think. And another gas can that's doesn't have much in it, but we'll take it because it's a gas can. All right. Not terrible. Let's keep looking. I'm not going to take another empty gas can, surprising nobody, I'm sure. We have so many already. I just feel like I'm weighing myself down. We kind of have to make judgment calls on what we can take and what we can't when we start seeing that we're getting under heavier loads here. He's stubborn and very narrow-minded when he wants certain things. But at the same time, he's not stupid. There's a difference. Hoping that was him. I don't see any Zeds in here. Let's just pop in real quick. Can I just... I don't have it. I have a hammer, I thought. Oh, no. Well, actually, that might not be bad. That's off to the left? That might pull the church group instantly. I'm trying to see as far ahead as I can. Or not. They moved across the street. I mean, hey, it's something. They've gently moved themselves out of the way, but not enough where I'm willing to risk it. All right, we're moderately exhausted. We're carrying a fairly heavy load, so I'm going to head back to the house. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to sit down, let my character catch his breath, and then we're going to make our way back to the firehouse. We're going to unload everything we have, and then we're going to take the car back here so we can grab a generator and bring it back. It's a lot to get done, but it has to get done one way or another. Okay, we've rested up. It's about 9 a.m. We can make this walk, I think, relatively safely now. Can I just do that? Thank you. Shut the door. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's bring this stuff back. Let's get the police car up here. We'll grab a generator. Now, there are 2 generators up here. We're going to leave one up here, and we're going to take one to the firehouse because we're going to... You never know. We might need to come back here at some point and to have a generator prepped and ready to go to power this house, keep our electricity running for important bits and bobs. Then that's a smart move, in my opinion. There's no reason for us not to do that. On the way back, we'll also be checking, obviously, for fuel in these areas as well. Make sure we didn't miss any cans of useful fuel. And just kind of get back as quickly as we can and refuel the police car sooner rather than later. We got a neighbor coming on outside. How's it going, buddy? Didn't really want to do this. I was just taking a peek inside your house and you saw me. You have a pistol on you. Damn. With a scope on it? I don't know if we have a scope on ours. I didn't know you could even have a scope on it. I'm taking it. That'll certainly make practice with the gun a little bit easier. Hopefully it gives an accuracy boost. I assume it will. I'm sprinting. I know I'm not supposed to, and it's exhausting me. But I'm trying to get that EXP and get sprinting leveled up. I'd like to get sneaking leveled up as well, but that's going to be a bit more of an ask. All right, back home we are. Let's get this car fueled up. Add gasoline. Let's go. There we go. Threw some more gas in there. We've got more, I think. Yep, we still got another can we're gonna swap over to. Sweet. All right, let's in the trunk throw the empty gas can in, just so we have something we can always fill it with when we need to. All right, and we're a little exhausted from the walk because, again, we were carrying a lot. So let's swing inside real quick. It's still early morning. We haven't even needed to worry about the sun or anything. It hasn't even hit noon yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and rest on this chair. A nice full rest. And we're gonna head back out. Just as noon ticks over. All right. Man, I feel accomplished. This is going really well for us. All right, now we drive. Taking this in is gonna scare me a little bit because we do know that there are those zombies by the church. So we're gonna be very careful because we're probably gonna end up aggroing them. Let's hold out just temporarily. And if there's any zombies in the woods, they're gonna come crawling out as the car kind of goes by them. Controlling this thing at an isometric angle is a lot harder than you'd think. Ooh, bodies. It's all right, we're fine. I love that they've added that sound effect when you roll over a body. Okay. I think we just stop here. Kind of put some distance. Hope that the churchgoers, if they did hear, aren't gonna cause too much of a commotion, but give us enough time and space that we can grab the generator and get out. Yeah, we're in an incredibly heavy load. Trying to get to there as fast as we can. This is our sprint speed. This is our walk speed. It's barely any different. How much does this thing weigh? 12 pounds? Do not operate indoors. All right. Just get me over there. This might be bumping our strength up real quick. Almost there. Almost there. Just want to put it in the car. Just in the trunk. In the trunk. No? I have to drive it? All right, fine. I'll drive it. Carry it on my person for some weird reason. But it worked. And we almost have a half a tank of gas. We're drifting a little bit. Try not to hit the bodies because I'm sure that's doing a number on our tires every single time. And it might do us well to clean up the roads. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Nobody's come out of the woodwork. I don't think we can open these garage doors, by the way. So I don't think I can take this car into the garage. Just want to put this outside. Oh, damn. I actually need to get some electricity. I gotta get an electrician profession to turn this thing on or to connect it? Well. That changes a lot. I had no idea. Why am I still supremely overloaded here? Is it the bat? Yeah, it's the bat. All right. We actually brought it back. A success. Another resounding success. The journey for the generator and fuel is going well. We still need a lot more fuel, though. And I wouldn't feel super comfortable until we had at least a full tank with some spare gas on the side. But Mike is definitely not feeling too sad about his current situation. Eat all the lettuce. Delicious lettuce. All right. We're going to continue looking for fuel in the nearby area, I think. That's kind of the focus I had going into this particular session, is really making sure we have the fuel for long journeys, because I want to start making long journeys into the city. An electrician book would be kind of cool too. We might even have one, honestly. Let's go ahead and grab one of these empty gas cans. And let's keep looking around. Let's see if we can find gas nearby. And the other thing I want to do too is start working on some walls. We need carpentry to do it. We're almost there. And then we can start building walls around our base with lights and all kinds of stuff. I kind of wish I could also rip up the concrete, but there's some area over here that we could do some farming in. We actually have a lot of farmland back here that we could use. It's close enough to the town where it's still just a little bit dangerous, but it's not so far away where it's annoying to get from like one place to another if I want to start looting. It's that nice in between thrilling and safe. We really haven't checked out this mobile home area. I'm thinking it's kind of maybe worth it. I just don't know where the best way in is, and we could get surrounded quickly if we're not careful. Here's the entrance. Is this a mobile home area, or is this like something under construction? Well, either way, we have the entrance, and it doesn't look all that dangerous to at least see what's past the gate. Oh, it's a lumber yard. Ooh, okay. That might be exactly what we need to find an axe. Let's head inside real quick. Starting to get a little tired. Kind of want to rest a little bit, but yeah, I can hear zombies. Yep, they're coming this way. They heard me removing the broken glass, and that's okay. See, we have we have multiple exits here. A few more here and around. And over here we've got... Oh, that looks like maybe mobile homes. They're getting themselves stuck. Let's help clear them out. It's okay. We'll charge up a little bit more. Man. There we go. We've probably got another 2 or 3 over here at least. More than that. Definitely more than that. Maybe not a place I'm going to find an axe like I had hoped. And our character's starting to get tired. He did wake up at around 3 a.m. He wasn't tired enough at almost 10 p.m. to get to sleep for much longer than a few hours. So he's starting to lose his ability to keep his eyes open a little early today. I think that's our sign to get him back home, maybe get him to read a little bit, spend some time in a peaceful area, and he can always come back here when he's more awake and has his wits about him. The more tired he gets and the more we forcefully make Mike Garcia exert himself, the more aware of his surroundings is going to be, the harder it's going to be for him to make contact with the bat. His pushes and his swings are not going to do as much damage or push as far. It's not worth the trade-off. So let's get him back home, safely in the comfort of the firehouse, and we'll let him spend the rest of the day in comfort and relaxing. He's earned it. He did a lot today, walking back to his old safe house, getting that generator. Now he knows, he looks down at that generator and realizes he doesn't know how to operate the thing. The buttons, the switches, how to get it connected, none of that makes sense to him. He doesn't know how to make it work. But books can teach plenty. If we have electrician books, and then we can start working on some smaller electrician projects to get experience under our belt, well, that's going to have to be something we focus on. Because getting this connected as the days tick on and we get closer and closer to losing electricity and water, well, the better we're going to be. as long as we have it. Till then, Mike Garcia takes the rest of the day to himself, considers it a reward for a few days of hard work. Can't blame him. I'd certainly do the same too.